G'day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the Super Saiyan 2 Zenkai Awakening, the Zenkai Awakening for Super Saiyan 2 Goku. And we're going to see if it's, well, how good it looks basically. But yeah, I think, if I look at him in general, I think he has a really nice, kind of change. I think he has a really strong kind of capabilities and just performance in general. I think he's really solid. So yeah, let's just take a look at him. In terms of his special move, nothing too much there, just 5% extra damage inflicted. In terms of the main ability, the standard kind of increase, he gains ki now as well. What's really cool is he restores his vanishing gauge as well, which is really solid. His special skill also gives him ki back, which is really good compared to what he had before, as well as also increasing his own arts card draw speed, which is quite solid. In terms of his Z abilities, obviously that's kind of remained the same, but in terms of Zenkai abilities, he obviously gained the ability now to boost Yellow and Majin Buu Saga. Obviously a very crucial Zenkai ability because it's pairing up with obviously the Vegito. Now his two skills actually got quite a bit of a revamp, but basically he has a shortened substitution count, which is really good by default. He also has 20% increased damage and 10% to earn health restoration for 10 timer counts. He inflicts the enemy with debuffs and just basically has a lot going on. In terms of his cover sustained damage CUT, he is relatively the same, but he looks relatively quite solid. Obviously he has two new abilities, which is all pretty good, and these two abilities are really quite nice. Battle of Determination, which basically when someone performs a cover change, he gets to draw a special arts card, restore his own ki, and shorten the substitution counts. And then he has Training in the Other World, which basically occurs every time when hit with an enemy's attack when he's on the battlefield. So it restores allies' health, which is nice, and reduces the enemy's Dragon Balls a couple times. So it's basically just really good to kind of throw him in, have him heal up the rest of your team, and kind of stop the enemy's momentum into a Rising Rush. And also, if remaining health is 50% or below, you'll restore your health and also have increased damage. So pretty good. He's a substitution character, which is interesting, and he provides a lot of utility, damage reduction, healing, reducing the Dragon Balls that the opposition has. Just does quite a bit of utility. Could be an interesting sub option to throw on. And yeah, obviously in terms of the rest, like in terms of where to get him and everything, it's all stock standard for his Zenkai. So 3000 power is available from the Battle Gauntlet, which we'll obviously cover in another video, and then of course 4000 power is available from his event missions. So should see the event missions up for completing a couple tasks in relation to him, clearing out enemies, doing hyperdimensional co-op, doing all these things basically, and then you should be able to essentially get 4000 power for him pretty easily. And then obviously after that as well, if you don't feel like doing the two methods there, you can as always summon for him if you want to. He'll only appear if you have him at 7 stars, so just be aware of that basically. And then beyond that, there's not really too much else that I would say is super apparent for him. Obviously you can get the booster pack if you want to, if you're a bit lower on Z power, but I don't really ever think these are worth it. 2000 chrono crystals, it's like half a round of multis, so it's really not worth it. In terms of units that he boosts though, obviously the big boy being the ultra rare Vegito, but he also boosts some pretty interesting options like Yellow Vegito and Yellow Vegeta. So pretty interesting combos. But yeah, I think obviously most notably is probably the Vegito, who's kind of back in vogue with being under the featured bonus. So if you're looking to run those two as a pairing, or at least boost him with the Zenkai boost, pretty nice. Plus Vegeta as well, who seemingly is always a good boost bench option, but maybe not really enough to bring him into being in vogue again. But yeah, that's basically it when it comes to Goku Zenkai. Overall, I think it's a nice Zenkai. I gave him a lot of decent utility. I don't think it's as nice as Red Vegeta's. I think Red Vegeta is really quite usable, but it's interesting, and I think it's still pretty good. But that's it from me. Bye.